They gotta understand when they do something wrong. They have to understand when they do it right. This'll completely. Hey. We've done so much heel work. Let's do heel and have someone stop, and then I'm gonna have you just take a step back. I think sometimes they don't know what they're supposed to do because all we do is correct them when they don't do it right. Our timing needs to be so much better. The takeaway from today is slow down. At Mighty Pet, we're going to slow down.
You really don't appreciate it.
And we're going to make our dogs work through the anxiety of having to get the next thing. Asking going on right now. How many times did you ask him to sit? Her? Him? Her. She's just a dandy, isn't she? How many times have you asked her to sit?
I don't know.
10?
Yeah. Probably.
You know, and I actually heard, I wasn't paying complete attention, but as I was coming by, I think you had more than just sit. Did you say please? Did you say please?
At one point.
So like
Sometimes it works.
You're negotiating right now. Like you're, honestly, and that's instinctive, that's natural, that's you going, I gotta do something different, which I can appreciate because I like the idea that you're not going over and over and over and over and over with the same thing and not getting the result and just keep going with it because clearly it's not working. So you were changing it up. You got to the point where you asked the dog, please, will you sit? I mean, so what we really have to do is, and this just comes back to, you missed the conversation we just had. So I'm gonna let her do whatever she thinks she wants, and oh boy, she's this, and her owners are probably used to this.
Yeah.
She's used to doing this, and so I'm gonna let her realize, you know, he's just a dumb guy, and I'll do the same thing to him. And then I'm gonna wake her up and realize, no, this isn't acceptable, we're not gonna be able, see how naggy that was? It's tight to begin with, she's starting to get like that.
Sit.
So this is perfect, this
Sit.
fits her perfect. But you missed the conversation that we just had, was that dog was not listening very well to you, right? Would you agree? Like she kind of, not bad, but just all over the place. She's all right now because she's right where she wants to be, but when she decides she wants to move, she's gonna make me go with her. This one was doing the same thing, and Bree said, we were talking about what do we put on the dog for a collar, because she's not gonna use a slip chain. She's gonna use a flat collar, so what can we, it's not getting the results, so it's not getting the results. She's kind of doing this. And so then I said, and when we asked Bree, we said, what do you want to change the collar or whatever? Rochelle asked her, and she said, yeah, this is not working. And it wasn't because it wasn't working, it was because she wasn't working it. And she kind of giggled about it. I said to her, this was the thing, was you have to kind of get, she was giggly, and I looked at her and she went, she changed her face because I asked her, I said, you got to change your attitude. You don't have to be mean, but you got to be serious. So I said to her, when you know, and I took her. Now you know where she thinks we're going. We're leaving. This is a routine that she's used to. She comes up, I'm ready to go. Where's mom? So now she's gonna have to wake up, and she's gonna realize, holy cow, this isn't the routine. This isn't what we're actually gonna do. So I'm gonna become serious. And when you brought her out, you weren't serious with her. She wasn't serious with that one. You were pleading with, what's her name?
Ivory.
You were pleading with Ivory to please sit for me. So now it's a complete change of everything. Again, this knee is slippery,
this to
so I have to figure out exactly how to do it. And this will actually hurt my hands. This is why I don't like it, because it'll hurt my hand to do this. But Ivory, Ivory, heel, heel. Now we're gonna get Ivory going. So yeah, let's get those guys to sit. Now
We've got greyhounds coming in, that's why they're moving.
Yeah.
That's all.
okay, well so as these greyhounds come in, now Ivory and me have to figure out a connection here.
Yeah.
I'm not asking Ivory to sit anymore. She's sitting and I'm gonna tell her, Ivory, sit. 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 Thank you. Good. About 3 times. I want to get it to 1. But 10 was before and we weren't getting anywhere. She just wasn't gonna move. She just wasn't, she didn't really believe you.
I don't want to be in the way.
Because
Sit.
you were being way too nice. You were like, will you please sit for me? Just do it. I'll do anything for. Just please sit. Now I wasn't as nice. I got a result after 3, and now that was a little step where she is going to go. Boy, I might have to actually listen to this guy. And then things are going to change. The cultural thing is going to change right now.
Louis.
There.
Good. Louis, sit. Sit.
There. That was really nice. I'll give him a nice little good boy. It was good. That was real good because I think everyone here, the humans, not the dogs, were extremely nervous about that. And I don't know the backstory behind it. You know, the greyhounds come in and we all get nervous.
We just weren't sure how these two.
Because we didn't know what these guys were going to do. Okay? Guess who felt the nervousness?
The dog.
Sit.
I did. I know they did. Because I felt like, what the hell's going on? Why are we on pins and needles right now? That is super clear to these guys. Now, what happened was these 2 greyhounds walked through and these dogs sat real nice. Now, he paid very close attention. I don't know that that's bad. I thought his behavior was real good. I thought he sat through it and was... This one, I don't think this one cared a bit. Now, did it have to do with the fact that I didn't care either? I didn't know we were supposed to be nervous. There's greyhounds here. Well, I think in the little bit of time that she has been in my hands, she's changed a little bit. And I think the change has been, boy, he is serious. Not mean, but serious. And so I'm not going to allow her to go over to the door because she wants to leave. I'm not going to allow her to sit when she wants to sit. She didn't sit 3 times for me. I made sure I got to the level where I got the change. And as soon as she did, very good. I'm actually looking to try to figure out how to get her tail to wag. Because as soon as her tail wags, it tells me she actually is kind of enjoying it as well. So we'll get there. She's panting heavily. She's a little stressed right now. She's going, why come up here and I leave? I'm not leaving right now. That's a nice little change. That's a real nice little change. Lays down, wags her tail, kind of, this is kind of fun. So, because it's completely new dogs and it's a completely new situation, I think the attention in here as trainers is going to potentially negatively affect their performance. I also think our relaxed feelings are we're a much calmer group right now. The people, not the dog. Like, you're relaxed. You have made changes and adjustments to body language. You're more relaxed. You're way more relaxed. You're not, sometimes you smile out of nervousness. I can tell. And then when I look at you, you try to get rid of the smile, and that's hard to do. You're more relaxed right now. You're more relaxed. Having that dog in your hands, because you said sit to it a couple times and it sat. And it's laying pretty good, and you're going, this is all right. You can tell. Your smile, Rochelle, right now is very natural. It's not forced. It's just, wow. So we have changed our feelings, and I think these guys feel it. So
I have a quick question
Yeah.
about her. I can't actually pull hard enough on the leash to lift her off her feet. So what would you suggest you do with the dog that you can't? I can't move her with the collar, so how would I move her to encourage her to sit
So
if she's not?
you're going to have to dig deep to get to the point to get it. And then I think, so you saw how much I had to put on it. Let's just see how this shakes out. So I did have to put a pretty strong correction on there. She yipped. Part of the nice part is this is the collar. So if you use the collar correctly, like it's quick on off, on off, on off. It sit. 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 That's the one that got it to happen was less than the first one. The first one woke her up. The second one was hard. The third one was less, but I helped bump into her and help her get the right result. So I had to put a lot, but this magnified it times 10 compared to that. Like, it's sharp, but what I like is it releases. The reason she stood up was because I started going like this. And she went, all right, let's go around. So this is nice training where I'm moving around and she's sitting through it, okay? So now, is she doing it because she wants to, or is she doing it because she wants to be listening to me? I don't know yet. She could be just doing it because she wants to. It happens to be what I want her to do. So now, I'm gonna move a little bit. Now I wanna see how much and how often I have to do it before she starts to do it with less and less. The goal is to get to less and less and less. So, I gotta get my mechanics right. This is tough. I gotta get exactly right, and I know I'm gonna have to put a lot on her, probably, to get a result. My goal is to get her to sit the first time, every time. Ivy.
Her name's Ivory, but her owners call her Ivy. Yeah.
So we're gonna call her Ivy. If that's what people call her, we're gonna call her Ivy. Ivy. Now, right now she's getting. She's probably sensing that I'm getting a little nervous. I just talked a big game. I can get the dog to sit. Well, now I have to prove it. So is she gonna fight me on it? Probably. So I'm gonna have to figure out I'm gonna have to figure this out. I don't know. I've never touched this dog before. I've just heard good stories about her. But I'm getting a little nervous, and as I'm getting nervous, her panting gets heavier. She's dripping. I mean, this is body language stuff. I am changing her without doing anything. And it's because of now, as soon as I start settling in and getting in a little bit of a rhythm, I've been big on the word cadence and rhythm lately, because I think you get in a groove, and I think cadence is a good way of describing it. As I get into it with her, I got a feeling her panting will likely slow down. She'll settle in. But when I said Ivy, she didn't even flinch. She's tone dead to me right now. I think she's in her own world, and she's just going, I'm going to sit here, this is awkward, this is uncomfortable. It's going to be even worse for a little bit before it gets better. Ivy, 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 heel. Now there's not going to be much talking by me anymore. She's a little bowling ball. She's solid. Come on. Come on. Good. Good. Very undecisive right now. Very unsure. A lot less pressure though. It hurt my hand the first couple times. Come on. A lot less. Come on. Good. There. There's actually a little tail wagging going on. Like I think she's getting in a rhythm with me, and she's going, I know what to do. And really, this isn't that bad. Come on. That's it. Good. Come on. Come on. Every time we get by the door, she wonders if we're going to go outside. Or not. Sit. 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 There. Good. Now after I give her 3 hard corrections like that and she does what I want to do, you're a good girl. That was the right thing to do. And watch how quickly she figures out, well, that's all he wanted. I don't know if she knows how to sit that well. I don't know if she understands what I'm really asking her to do. Ivy. See those eyes?
Yep.
Sit. 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 Good. Very good. That's what I want. Right there. That's it. Ivy. Here. Sit. A lot less in one time. She just didn't know. So you can get pissed at him and, oh, you're defying me. No, she doesn't understand it. Ivy. Here. Sit. Thank you. Very good. I don't have to pet her and praise her that much. That's talking about saving the praise. She did what I wanted her to do. Maybe she does know what that means. She just decided she was going to do it when I asked her to this time. Ivy. heel. See your eyes? Little eyes, come on, come on, come on. Good, very good. Look at the body language difference between right now and when it was probably 2 or 3 minutes ago. Her tail is wagging, she's got a little bit of rhythm to her. Good girl. Very good. My pace is going to pick up and look at what she does. Good. Good girl. Good girl. So I'm going to go a little quicker here. Come on. Come on. And then I'm going to slow down. And then I'm going to speed up. And then I'm going to stop. Sit. Thank you. Very good. So in a really, really short time, I think she just understood a little bit. She's not dumb. I like her. She is thick and she's heavy and she's bulky. And she's a bowling ball. She's dense. So physically, yes, I had to put some stuff on her. But my goal is not to stay at a level. My goal is to always get lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. Eventually where it's nothing, just like that. And you can see that transformed really quick. Ivy, Ivy, heel. Sit. Good. So now I can start practicing at those levels. So I'm going to switch. I'm going to have you come and take her right away. You think you can have that dog sit here? Let's do this. Sit. Now she's going to be on an island. Good. Let's give her a minute to just rest. And then, that's all right. Don't even take us to work. Go ahead, you go. And tell her she's pretty good. Because that was really nice. I like that. I like her.
Ivy, sit. Good girl.
There.
I did not know her people called her Ivy. That is good information to
That's why I
have.
always say Ivy.
Okay, so bring her over, and then we're gonna get Jax going. So
Ivy, heel.
boy, what a difference. Now bring her over, just have her sit. What's this one's name?
Louis.
Louis, yeah. Louis. All right, bring Jax over there. Louis, sit. Louis, sit. Good. There. Now get her in position so that she's right where you want her to be, facing the right way. So heel her out. So you know how she's standing there right now? She's facing that way, you're facing that way. You're setting yourself up for like the next thing you do. What if you want to heel forward? Well, she's gonna get up, she's gonna spin around. So it's like a wheelbarrow. Don't set a wheelbarrow up facing the wrong way before you load it full of wood. Have it set up, so have her set up exactly where it needs to be, so that when you're ready, this is the position. So it's like a memory thing. Always end in this position. Like I just have it out of habit, I'm gonna have her square up and be, because now we're kind of like an athlete in that, what do you call it, athletic stance, you know? Like if you're standing flat-footed and you're trying to play defense on someone, they're gonna blow by you, because what do you have to do? In order to respond, I have to get down and move. So if you're down and you're ready to move, you just eliminated one step. So it's like, be ready. Well, be ready with the dog. So just take a step forward, heel her forward.
Make sure no men walk through that door.
Yeah, well, I want men to, eventually I want to set it up so that men do walk by and he goes, it's not really that big of a deal. So if that's the weakness, I hear from you, that's the weakness. There, that's beautiful. Now he's getting a little antsy. I'm reading his body language right now and going, I really want to come on. We're not going to call him off of this. And I'm gonna ask you how long do you feel comfortable, then go back and get him before anything would happen and bring him back. And whatever that time is, like he's looking a little antsy right now. See him looking around a little bit? To me, he's kind of spring loading himself. Like that's not a lay down, that's not a Noble.
No.
Look at Noble right now. That's not, there's two, they're both laying down distinctly different. He's a little ready for action.
Yeah.
So prior to him making that move, I want you to make sure you get them so that we don't take this plus and make it a minus.
So you want me to go?
You tell me. I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know either.
Okay, then I go get them. If there's any question, then I go get them. And I put it in my head, and it probably is 2 minutes, at least. There. Yeah.
Sit.
There. And now I just stand there for a minute.
Sit.
Because he clearly wants to change up the situation. Like he'd like to do something different. So that's why I have him do that. That's why I'm having Louis here do this. There. And as soon as he does settle in, then he'll back. So that dog right now, we're ready to add layers to. You know, how's his left hand turn? Turned into it. Let's see that.
You.
Looser lead. Looser lead. That's one thing that you can work on. Now be real crisp with this lead. Like right now you're kind of you're real loose with it. You're kind of. I want you to be like real like
ready to crank it if
yeah,
I need to?
yeah, because what if you need to? So you can get loose with your lead after he's perfect. Right now your lead I think is a little tight. So I want to, let's fix that first. There you go. So now I'm going to change it. Now, I'm not against the idea of, I'm not, you shouldn't, you probably can't turn 180 degrees.
Okay.
So I need to explain this to you because I've complained about, your turns are bubbling out, you're bubbling out. Turn 180 degrees, turn 180 degrees. You can't anymore. Now we gotta help them. I'm gonna show you a few things, and if I can't get it, I'll show you how I fix it. Because I might end up looking like a dancer. He's better here, but he's still stiff. His midsection is stiff.
Yeah.
And that's what
I
it
need
was
to
with you.
copy.
Yeah, so now what I want him to do is, instead of being stiff like this, because that's hard to do, you have to walk funny. Instead I want him to go and just curl. So his back end turns and he follows with his front. That's hard because it's opposite of what normally if we're four-legged animals, we lead with our front. Our front shoulders go first, our back end just follows. Just that's the way it works. I'm asking him to lead with his back end and have his front end follow. That's hard. Yeah. I gotta get this butt around this way, but I need it bent the other way. So I'll show you what, one of the things I can do that helps that is I need a little room. Because it's him figuring out the way that feels. It's gonna feel funny. See how his bend is? This way? It needs to be this way. Yep. There it is. Yep. Bend is the wrong way. See how his bend is the wrong way? Mm-hmm. So I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna get dizzy. Good. Almost. Bend is the wrong way, so straighten back out. Bend is there it is. Says I quit. I'll sit down. Okay, I've just gotta give him the bend the right way. Good. Closer. Good. Very good. Oh, look at this little backwards talk. Yeah, very good. There. Started to bend the right way. think. You. Turn opposite. Sharpen up a little bit. Good. His bend is nice that way when he leads with his front. Bend goes the opposite. Good. Almost straight that time. It was straighter. Wasn't quite as bent the out bad way. Right now I'd settle for a straight turn even. Good boy. That's better. Good. Yeah. All I gotta do is get the hind quarter to swing, and he's gonna be there. But he's short one step. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Come on, come on. There. See how I'm forcing him to backpedal a little bit? He's got to backpedal a little bit. There's, oh, so close because we had the bend and I thought he was going to do it. He bent the right way. That was a plus.
So you're trying to build his confidence with backing up too?
Backing up, yeah. Because once I can get him to back up, okay. Now it's at least he's straight. And all I gotta do, get him to do is lean the right way, and I can kind of push him to curl. He curls the wrong way right now because he's so used to it. Right. Now we're about maxed out right now. He's worn out. He's leaning on me. And he knows he's leaning on me. He almost got him again. Yep. So the thing that I like about it is there was 2 times. Sit. There were 2 times. There were 2 times that his body actually was straight when he took steps back, and there was 1 time that his body actually turned the right way. I just couldn't get him. I just couldn't turn him. So I'm looking for this opportunity to get him back to even start to fade and then be able to kind of, but he couldn't get there. But that's the first time.
Right.
So I look at that and I go, there was a lot of success there because at least I got him, at least I got him straight. So we know that timing. So I'm gonna grab him. Now, this we gotta stop. That we gotta stop. That just started, but clearly it's, I'm out of here, enough of this. So when it happens, don't be afraid to, when you see it coming, when you see, what's the dog's name again?
Louis.
When you see Louis, get him up, get Louis up. And just take a step and then set him up again, have him sit. When you see Louis get to the point where he goes, this sucks, I'll do this. You gotta fix that. Don't let him get to that point. Because we had and that's my fault for not paying attention, but we had plus, plus, plus. 3 pluses probably. He came out, he settled, he sat, he did some nice stuff. And then all of a sudden we had a minus because we pushed him over the time frame that he was comfortable with, and he went minus. So we're still plus on the day. Now I'm gonna have you start moving with him. So I'm gonna do heel. I want you to do heel down. Now you're thinking on your turns. Turn to the right, so it's easy. Your correction needs to be even better because it's a less effective collar. So if he gets out, if he gets out, if he gets out, if he's in, good. He's smart, real smart. So go ahead and heel him off. That tail wig was there. And right now he's real happy because he goes, oh, I'm gonna go for a walk. Now we're gonna see how much. Now you need a loose lead. In order to make the correction effective, you gotta have it be loose. There, right there. A little looser. There. And now he's lagging, so bump, there. Because he's going, I was just going for a walk. He doesn't realize that he's walking with you and you're dictating the pace and there's a correction. Yep, missed that. So you guys see, now Bree, I need you to sharpen up. I need your corrections to be timing better. That's good. There you go. Look at. There you go. There you go.
Sit.
So right now your corrections are a little bit late. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. That was a good one. Turn and go. There, that was a good one. That was a good one. When he does the right thing, let him know too. He's real confident. I love his little skip to it. Go. There you go. Go. There you go. Now I don't know how he normally heals, but if he heals out like that, prancing proud as can be, and he's on the exact nice position and a loose lead, if I'm his owners, I'm going, that looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. Now you could tighten your lead up just a little there, right there. Sure. Now watch, he's going to start biting at that lead. You see, right now he's going, I've had enough of this. I don't want to do this anymore. Now it's a matter of, is Bree going to say, no, you're doing it, and you're going to do it with me, and we're going to do it well. Now adjust your pace a little, faster or slower, whatever you want. But I want you to make sure that Louie is not. He's going, I think we'll stop here, Mom. I'm going to take the lead. But she's done that before. His eyes are real good to you. When he slowed down, it got his attention. That was a real nice change. Don't wait for him. There you go. Now be careful. Guide that lead. A couple times it's kind of getting put right into his face. Guide it so it doesn't, because we don't want to make it any. He's not biting it, but there's an opportunity for it. There. That's real nice. Turn into a faster. Snap. His body language changed based on your speed. But it's just his focus is the store. He really likes checking out the store right now. Go. There you go. You dictate. This is part of tying in with you. He's got to just look at how he's. Did you see that? He's so punch drunk right now. He's kind of fumbling around because he's going, this is enough. I've had enough. Like he is kind of. So now is when you need to really dial him back in, and be able to finish it out strong. I don't want to end it with him going to the point of I just don't even care anymore. I'm stumbling around. I want it to be real sharp and crisp and come to an end. Missed it. So that's nice. Like his attitude there. Go. That we could have given him a little tap on that turn. When his head drifts off, correct it. When he drifts off to the store, correct it. Doesn't have to be much. Just get his attention. There, you missed it. See where the problem with the turn was his head was overlooking in the store. Go. There you go. Correct. Now he bumps into you. Like he literally is just kind of like, okay, where are we going next? So she'll become really crisp and really sharp and have a little bit of success and then end. But now we're starting to water down a little. We're starting to fade. So it's up to you to really bring him up. Pick this up, get something good, and then end it. Get a nice turn, get a correction that he responds to, get to the point where there's a go. One more. See if you can get one more. Go. I love his look right there. Go. Turn and go. It's a little sloppy. I want to get something good. Turn. Go. And now turn and come back right now. Go. Nice turn and finish. And have a nice sit.
Release it.
There. Very good. He goes, wow, that was quite the ordeal there. Because that was probably kind of a lot, like a little long. It got long. I wish it hadn't gotten as long as it had. It started to fade towards the end. And all I was looking for at the end was finish it on something good. Thought the turn was nice. Thought the shortened turn was nice. He paid better attention on a shortened turn. He had a hitching point where he'd get around there and he'd always want to look into the store. And your distance was he was really lagging back on you. So one of the things that, to counter that is maybe pick up our pace a little bit, just to get him to react to a change that you put on him and then end. And I liked the ending. But the last minute of it, I was just searching for something, find something good out of it. So bring him over. Now, let's take Noble. The objective is going to have Noble with some distractions, okay? Because he clearly is relaxed. He clearly has no problem hanging out. But when things start getting picked up a little bit, then what happens? How does he work through that? So I want to take. What's the dog's name again? Louie. Man, I'm really struggling today. I want Louie to come over and sleep here. I want Ivy to come over here and actually bring Louie over here. And Louie goes, oh, wow, Louie, we're going to do this again? Give a little bit of rest for them to soak it in and then keep moving. It's just fine. I have him sit right there. Bring Ivy around the corner.
Sit. Sit.
Look at the nice eyes, too. Ivy, and that dog right to you. What would you like to do? Go down here on the other side of that sign. And that was a beautiful correction because the noise was more than the feel. The zip zip. That's what these, the customers or the owners that go no choke chains for my dogs. I don't blame them a bit if their dog is pulling on the end of it. I don't want that on my dog either because that hurts and it just continually chokes them out. If they see how it's used right and it is used right, that is a more delicate lead or collar than this one because just the noise got a reaction out of Ivy. So now let's bring Jax and put Jax right here and you'll be the kind of the anchor
Jax,
here.
you.
Chelsea. And now Noble is gonna
Sit.
We're gonna figure 8 here.
Sit. Good boy.
You can scoot over just a little bit. So instead of walking a straight line, Rochelle, now we're gonna go a turn here, turn here. Make it round, turn around here. Now there's distractions that you're adding because there's going to come points where you're real close to the dogs. Now, one thing you can do to help set them up for success, when you come around Bree, you're in between him and her.
Yeah.
And her dog's on the other side. So there's a lot of stuff in between here that helps.
Sit.
When you come around here, look who's next to you. So you might want to help Noble by making a little more space
Yeah.
around here.
Okay.
Okay? And then when you come back here, what did we do? We took Bree out of the situation, but you're still in between, so that's a nice little buffer. Then we come here and we got Chelsea and Jax. Oh my God, we're pretty close. So figure that out and adjust accordingly. But now we're testing Noble. how he can handle the distractions. We're also testing Louis. We're also testing Ivy. We're also testing Jax. Because now there's distractions for them to deal with too. This is a nice little drill that everyone has to be involved with, and some are real active and some are not. So let's see Noble. Little less lead there. There. Yeah. That's no problem. He goes, that's okay. I think Rochelle, pick your pace up a little bit and get Noble clicking a little more with you.
Let's go, let's go.
Leave it. Leave it. Sit. Sit.
There.
Sit down.
There. So I walk past and I'm a customer going through and he doesn't pay any attention to me. That's real nice. Oh, I'm gonna go over here and look at this. No attention to me. That's beautiful. Now look at your lead. See how you want that? You want ring to ring, remember?
Good. Yep.
See how you had like 3
Good.
inches there?
Yeah.
That's about that. You're right now on a scale of 1 to 10. You're probably a 2 or a 3
Right.
as far as correction, and you want to be a 0.
Yep.
So make sure you get it so that it's ring to ring. This is where the long hair gets into it.
It does.
You know,
it does a lot
it's
with
a lot harder for that chain to release when they have long hair.
Right.
So be conscious of it.
Yep.
If you got to reach down and adjust it, always do it. Because
Okay.
you want to be at a 0.
Okay. No. Come on.
There. And she tightens up her corner.
Come on.
And he has a tendency to lag a little bit. Lag a step. See, there you go.
Come on. Sit. Good.
That's a bear with that hair, isn't it? What the hell is this thing?
It's a baby pheasant. Doesn't it sound like it?
Sounds like something.
A dying rabbit. That's what it sounds like. A coyote
Yeah.
call.
Pick your pace up a little, Rochelle, and then vary it. Go fast, go slow. Go fast, go slow. I really like these dogs that are sitting still and not getting affected by it. I mean, when we first came out, when we first brought dogs out, she barked, right? Didn't she bark?
No, that was Jax barking.
Jax barked.
She barked behind when we were back by the door, but once she actually sat,
So, I do see her starting to pant a little heavier. This is something for her to think about. I see him settling. Like, after the 3rd or 4th time, he went to the point where I think I'll just lay down and smell him. That's beautiful. Okay, now, you file through, and then, now we can't really do this. Do this. Bring Noble over and start, you come forward.
Jax heel.
And then shift over and stop right
Check.
there, Chelsea.
Sit. Sit.
I'm gonna have you, Rochelle, move over, and I'm gonna have Bree move over into the center. And now 2 dogs are gonna be moving at the same time.
Oh,
So
jeez.
you heel on the right side of these guys, you heel on the other side. Back and forth. So now we're moving. Multiple dogs moving. Okay? Go ahead.
Sit. Leave it.
There, beautiful
Jax.
correction.
Good.
And I think,
Leave it.
look at that. She went right past Jax, no problem. Now, turn. Rochelle, I think one thing I want to work on with you and Noble is I want him
Sit.
to stay with you. He lags too far
Sit.
behind. He's like Taylor, my Taylor. My Taylor thinks if I stay back 3 steps, I'm fine. No, you're not. You got to get up here.
Okay. Oh, come on.
There you go. So doors are opening and things are changing a little bit. So there was a time for correction, and it's got to be firm.
heel.
No, walk off and get him. Get her coming. There.
Other side.
So
Sit.
see how
Sit.
see how quickly things can kind of go back to old habits. We didn't change a whole lot.
Okay.
Get her in position. There. There. Don't slow down because she decided she wants to. You bump her with that left knee and you keep walking at your pace and she's gonna come with you. Go. There. There. Very good.
Michelle, do you know the dimensions of it?
Alright. Now, heel them all the way back and you can heel her right back into the correct end. There. Give it enough, and you wouldn't have taken much. It would have been like a 2 or 3, would have gotten it. So, there. Bump with the knee if you need to. Correct. Don't miss it.
Sit. It's tight.
Now stop. Get a nice sit out of it. There. Now, when we pick this up, we'll end it here. You swing around, heel her right back in. You follow her right back in. I don't know if you're putting it back there or not. If not, you can stay up here. But just finish this out. And this is to them as, okay, we did a little drill, and now it's time to go back. And the drill continues. They don't know the drill's over until we're in our place. Because now, this is no different than if we were just having a regular everyday thing here. This is spaced out over the 8-hour day where we have a couple opportunities where we do stuff like this with the dogs and they come out under control. They're probably a little more. We slow ourselves down until we get a nice little session in, and then we finish things up and we bring them back into their rooms, and it doesn't end now and we go, oh, okay, let's go back to what we had been doing. We finish this lesson off all the way to the cabins. And ongoing, they start to think, well, that's just the way we do things around here. We have to do this all the time. And once that habit forms here, it's easier for you guys. And hopefully we're able to transfer it home and then make it consistent at home. And then next thing you know is we got these dogs that are doing this because that is what they're used to. That's what's normal. That's just how we do it around here. So swing her around. Nice work.
Norman and Lucy here.
And finish it as strong as we were right in the middle. That was the best correction you had yet. That bump on the knee. Didn't take much, but was very responsive.
Good boy, Jax. Good.